Have you ever wondered what would happen if you remembered every life you've ever lived? 18-year-old Alex never believed in reincarnation until the day he died. A truck hit him. Everything went black. But instead of heaven, he opened his eyes in a palace. People were bowing before him. Your Highness, the demon prince has awakened. Alex looked at his hands. They weren't his. His body was taller. His hair was silver. His eyes glowed crimson. He was now Prince Kael, the youngest prince of the demon kingdom. According to everyone, Kael would one day destroy the entire world. Alex laughed. This has to be a dream. Then memories flooded into his mind. Not just Kael's memories. Thousands of lives. Warriors. Kings. Beggars. Assassins. Monks. Every single one had ended the same way. They all died before turning 25. Kael realized something terrifying. Every life had been different. Different worlds. Different families. Different names. But one person always appeared. A mysterious girl with white hair. Sometimes she was his sister. Sometimes his enemy. Sometimes his queen. Sometimes the one who killed him. Who was she? And why was she present in every lifetime? Hidden beneath the palace was an ancient library. Thousands of forbidden books. One old book had no title. When Kael touched it, only one sentence appeared. Cycle number 999. He froze. 999? That meant he had already lived 998 lives. The next page revealed another sentence. If you fail again, the universe resets. That night, an assassin entered his bedroom. Kael instinctively caught the blade. Without thinking, he defeated the assassin in seconds. He had never learned swordsmanship. Then he realized his muscles remembered every lifetime, every battle, every technique. His body carried the experience of 1,000 warriors. The next day, Kael finally met her. Princess Lyra, the white-haired girl. The moment their eyes met, she whispered, "So, you finally remember." Kael stood frozen. "You know me?" She smiled sadly. "I've watched you die 998 times." Lyra revealed everything. The universe was trapped inside a reincarnation cycle. Every 1,000 years, one person was chosen. If they failed, time reset. Everyone forgot, except two people, Kael and Lyra. But this was different. For the first time, Kael remembered every previous life. Together they searched for the truth. Eventually, they discovered the enemy wasn't the demon kingdom, nor the human empire, nor the gods. The real enemy was someone pretending to help them, the palace's oldest advisor. He had existed for millions of years. Every cycle, he manipulated history. Every cycle, he ensured Kael failed. Because as long as the universe kept resetting, he remained immortal. The advisor offered Kael a deal. Kill Lyra, and everyone you love will survive. Refuse, and every world you've ever lived in will disappear forever. Kael looked at Lyra. She simply smiled. It's okay. I've died hundreds of times, but you deserve one happy ending. Kael refused. The advisor smiled. As expected. Then he snapped his fingers. Reality shattered. Kael opened his eyes. He was back on Earth, standing beside the same road where the truck had hit him. People walked past normally. No palace. No magic. No Lyra. Just a normal world. He wondered if it had all been a dream. Then his phone buzzed. A message from an unknown number. Welcome to Cycle 1000. Attached was a selfie. A girl with white hair. Standing behind him. Kael slowly turned around. No one was there. When he looked back at the phone, the image had changed. Now the girl was smiling. And one new message appeared. Don't die this time. Kael stared at the glowing phone screen. The message remained. Don't die this time. His hands trembled. He looked around the empty street once again. No white-haired girl. No magic. No palace. Everything looked perfectly normal. Then, his phone battery suddenly dropped from 87% to 0%. The screen turned black. As Kael walked home, he felt someone following him. Every time he turned around, the street was empty. Then, he noticed something strange. Every security camera he passed slowly rotated toward him. Every single one. Watching, that evening, television channels suddenly interrupted their broadcasts. Breaking news. A meteor had appeared near Earth. Scientists couldn't explain it. The object wasn't moving. It simply floated above the atmosphere. Watching. Exactly. Like an eye. Kael felt a sharp pain in his head. Fragments of another memory returned. When the eye awakens, Cycle 1000 begins. At midnight, someone knocked on Kael's apartment door. 3 slow knocks. He opened it. Nobody. Only a small black box. Inside, an ancient silver pocket watch. The same one Lyra had given him hundreds of years ago. Or perhaps, hundreds of lifetimes ago. When he opened it, a tiny holographic projection appeared. Lyra, if you're seeing this, it means I failed. Lyra's recording continued. The palace never disappeared. It still exists. It was sealed outside reality. The advisor didn't reset the universe. He only hid it. Kael froze. So everyone is still alive. Suddenly, the apartment lights went out. The television switched on by itself. Static. Then, a man appeared. Not the advisor. Someone younger. Smiling. Black hair. Golden eyes. My father made one mistake. He left you alive. Kael stepped backward. You are. The man bowed politely. My name is Orion. The first Orion
prince.
laughed. You thought the advisor created the cycles?
No.
He only maintained them. I created them. Kael couldn't believe it. You've been alive since before time existed. Orion snapped his fingers. The apartment walls disappeared. Kael floated in space. Below him, Earth cracked open. Inside, another world. The Demon Kingdom. Entire continents hidden beneath reality. Earth had always been a prison, not a planet. Before disappearing, Orion dropped a crystal into Kael's hand. Find the 7 sovereigns. They're the only ones who still remember. If they die, cycle 1000 ends forever. And so does existence. Kael stared at the glowing crystal. 7 lights floated inside it. 6 remained still. 1 was moving.
Fast.
Toward him. A violent earthquake shook the city. Cars screeched to a halt. People looked up. The night sky cracked like shattered glass. From the crack, a colossal black tower slowly descended from the heavens. It wasn't falling. It was appearing, as if it had always existed. Only now, humanity could finally see it. Kael's crystal pulsed. A single sentence appeared. The first sovereign has awakened. Sirens echoed across the city. The military surrounded the tower. News helicopters circled overhead. No signal could enter it. No drone returned. Anyone who stepped inside simply vanished. Walked toward the tower. A familiar voice stopped him. You're late. He turned. A young woman stood on the rooftop across the street. Long white hair. Blue eyes. Princess Lyra.
Alive.
But different. She wore modern black clothes instead of royal robes. She smiled. I've been waiting for this cycle. Before Kael could speak, the crystal floated from his hand. Its first light shot toward the tower. The giant doors slowly opened. Ancient golden letters appeared above the entrance. Only the one who remembers may enter. Kael and Lyra stepped inside. The doors slammed shut behind them. Darkness. Then, a deep voice echoed through the tower. Welcome, successor. Thousands of glowing eyes opened in the darkness. A gigantic armored figure slowly rose from an ancient throne. Its armor was cracked with age. Its sword was larger than a building. The crystal glowed brighter than ever. Lyra whispered, Kael, that's the first sovereign. The giant slowly lifted its head. Its crimson eyes locked onto Kael. Then it spoke. Prove that this cycle deserves to exist. To be continued. The first sovereign raised his enormous sword. The tower trembled. Kael tightened his grip on the crystal. But the sovereign didn't attack. Instead, he drove the sword into the ground.
Boom.
A massive shockwave spread across the hall. Everything disappeared. Kael opened his eyes. He stood alone. No Lyra. No throne. No tower. Only an endless white world. A voice echoed. Strength alone cannot save a cycle. Suddenly, 7 ancient doors appeared. Each door carried a different symbol. A sword.
A crown.
A dragon. A clock. A mirror.
A flame. An eye.
The voice spoke again. Choose. Kael walked toward the door marked with a mirror. The moment he touched it, the door opened. To the side, he saw Earth. Not the modern Earth. Earth. 1,000 years in the future. Cities floated above the clouds. The oceans had disappeared. The sky was black. Gigantic crystal towers covered the planet. And at the center, sat Orion, on a throne made from broken worlds.